Good morning and welcome to your Daily Spark. You know, we often sing in church, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. We talk about grace. But understanding what grace means actually requires us to go back to an old Hebrew term and realize that the word grace in Hebrew actually means to bend or to stoop. See, by and by it became to include condescending favour, like undeserved favour. Now, if you've ever travelled to London and you've seen royalty, or if you've seen them on TV, you realise that they're very sophisticated, they're very aloof, they're very distant. But on occasions, the royalty in England will make news because they will stop somewhere and they will stoop down and they will care for a common person, a commoner. Princess Diana was great at this. She really reached out to the common folk and was much loved. That is a good expression of grace. There is nothing that a commoner deserves to receive from a princess, and yet the princess took the time to stop and touch and reach out to that person. And you'll see the same with the Queen and others in the royal family there as well. There's a desire every now and then to leave their position and to reach down and to stoop and to care and to touch and even to bless others. Late pastor and Bible scholar Donald Barnhouse perhaps said it best. He said this: love that goes upward is worship, love that goes outward is affection, but love that stoops is grace. To show grace is to extend favour or kindness to one who doesn't deserve it and could never earn it. And receiving God's acceptance by grace always stands in sharp contrast to earning it on the basis of works. We believe in salvation by faith, through His grace. And we can't earn our salvation. He freely gives it to us. Every time the thought of grace appears, there's the idea of it being undeserved. And in no way is the recipient getting what they deserve. If you work and you earn something, that's a wage. But the wage that the Bible talks about is death. We don't want that one. We want God's gift of grace. Favour is being extended simply out of the goodness of the giver to the heart of someone else. And one more thing that should be emphasised about grace is that it is absolutely and totally free. You'll never be able to pay it back. You'll never be able to pay for it. You couldn't even do it if you tried. Most of us have troubled ourselves with the thought that maybe we should do something to pay God back for the grace that He's given us. You simply can't do that. As the old saying says, there ain't no free lunch. Well, there is. It's called grace. It comes to us free and clear, no strings attached. We should not even try and repay it or even think about it. We should just love the one who has extended grace to us. And now that Jesus has come and died and satisfies God's demand on sin, all we need to do is to claim His grace by faith and just say, Lord, I know you died for me. I accept your gift of forgiveness and eternal life. Period. It's done then. He smiles on us because of His Son's death and His resurrection. He extended His grace to us in the form of His Son, not because we deserved it, but because He loves us. So as you go into this day, remember, that is indeed a sweet sound. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like you and I. Let's go forth and live a life that shines Jesus. Not because we're trying to pay Him back, but because we're the recipient of His unmerited favour, His amazing grace. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.